Here's how to recover after a football match. The first thing to do is get the energy back that you've lost from the match by refueling. So you need carbohydrates and protein. To regain the energy that you've lost as fast as possible, you need some fast digesting carbohydrates. This can be something like dried mangoes or a banana. Of course, you also need protein as well. So I usually go for a protein shake and a protein bar. Another thing that's really important after a match is rehydrating. Hydration is a mix of water and electrolytes. So you can get some water and throw an electrolyte tablet in there. So this is the list of stuff that I consume straight after a match immediately. And then when I get home, I'll then refuel some more. But now I'll move on to another part of my recovery after a match. As soon as possible after the match, you should do a good cool down. This doesn't have to be anything long. I usually just do a good 5 to 10 minute cool down when I get home. But you should aim to do it as soon as possible after the match. The cool down that I do is I will jog up and down for the first 2 minutes, and then I'll do 2 minutes where I'll just walk, and then I'll just do some static stretching for about 5 minutes, just working through basically my whole body, and then also putting some extra emphasis on stretching out my tight areas. And then I'll end my cool down off with doing legs up the wall. It can also be good to do some foam rolling. After my cool down, that's when I'll then go and have a big meal. This meal will be high in carbohydrates and high in protein. Of a meal that you could have would be pasta, chicken and vegetables on the side. After my big meal, I'll then go on a 15-minute walk to flush out some of the lactic acid in my legs. Along with the physical benefits of this, there is also some mental benefits of going on walks just in general, as it helps clear your mind, and it's also a good time to reflect on, in this case, the match, or just reflect in general. Most important thing for recovery, especially after a match, along with nutrition, is sleep. Of course, sleep is always important, but specifically after a match, it's even more important. Won't go too in depth on sleep because I'm not a sleep expert. Something that can also help your recovery after a match is heat or cold exposure. But I'm still figuring out myself what is actually effective for recovery in terms of heat or cold exposure. So I'm not going to give any advice.